Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Chantilly. This is Emily Harris with a few words of wisdom. When Thomas Edison was 67 years old, the great Edison laboratories were almost completely destroyed by a huge fire. He lost millions of dollars worth of equipment and most of the records of his life's work. The next morning, as he walked into the burning rubble, the ashes of his goals and dreams, this is what he said. There is great value in disaster. All our mistakes are burned up. We can start anew. Facing a disaster is never easy, but we can make it easier by focusing on the opportunity to begin again, to let go of the past and create a new and fresh beginning. Let's follow the example of this great American hero and look for ways to turn this stumbling block into a stepping stone. With something to think about, this has been Emily Harris. Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.
Please remain quiet for the minute of silence.
Good morning, Chantilly. Today is Friday, April 4th. Here are your morning announcements. Well, if you like last week's edition of The Coffee Table, you're in luck. Ryan Rickard has another one with Mr. Prowl.
Welcome to this edition of The Coffee Table. I am here today with Mr. Ken Prowl. Ken, how are you?
Fun.
Good, that's good. Now, as I understand it, you went to Europe not once, not twice, but over 20 times?
20 this summer will be my 21st trip.
How do you finance all of these trips? Do you flyer points?
No, half of them I took students on where we were able to get good group rates. And once we land, we stay at youth hostels. We backpack, we've hitchhiked, we've bicycled. We do it as inexpensively as we possibly can.
Cheap way to go to Europe. Never heard of it until now. Now you mentioned bicycling, and as I understand it, you biked from Greece to Holland.
That was our first trip.
2,300 miles.
Roughly 2,300 miles, yeah, from Greece to Holland via Italy, southern France, Switzerland, Germany, England, Belgium, and Holland.
Now what's that in the metric? Converted to metric?
Yeah, it was about 4,000 kilometers.
Sounds better with metric.
We'd bike maybe 3-4 days non-stop, and then we'd spend a couple days in a city like Florence or Rome or Paris.
Must have been beautiful.
Yeah. You get to meet a lot of people that you wouldn't normally meet, rural people in Italy or France that are far more friendly than the people who live in the cities.
I bet. And I think that about wraps up this edition of The Coffee Table. I'd like to thank Mr. Prowl for coming on.
Thank you.
This has been Ryan Rickard. Back to you.
Well, thanks, Ryan. I certainly didn't know that about Mr. Prowl. This is Chris Canar reminding you to make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. We'll see you next week.